All right, we back, y'all. Jay, what else? The only great one left. Popping it on the net and in the flesh, going all the way up like a turtleneck. Down and around in 1,000 towns, corner store entrepreneur and more. You know, your friendly neighborhood chopper. You know what I'm saying? And we just over here chopping game like hibachi, man. Appreciate everybody's been liking, commenting, subscribing, but most importantly, vibing. Right? Which I know we've been all over the map with it. Wipe your feet when you come in the door. I don't know what happened with the last live. Hopefully that uploads with it chopped up. Y'all good now? Am I clear? Let me know if I'm clear. Rick Rude said, what's up? What's up, Rick Rude? We good? Y'all can see me clear? Said salute, legend. Salute, brother. Salute. Is the stream good, though? Is the stream straight? It seemed like it was chopping up before. Matter of fact, let me go on here with it. Are we good on the stream? Let me know if we straight. We're gonna get into it like we always do about this time. I'm about to turn the Wi-Fi off. Maybe that'll help. Let me see something. What happens without the Wi-Fi? Am I good? I'm like, what the hell y'all got going on, Xfinity? Come on, man, I paid $200 for this internet. We good now? Talk to me. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, I see the numbers going up, all right? We clear? Can y'all see me clear? He said refresh your YouTube. Man, this shit is acting crazy, man. Is your album coming out September? My album's out right now. Afro Jones out right now. But am I clear? Am I clear to you? You remember what Pac said in the end of Picture Me Rolling? He said, can you see me? Am I clear to you? He said, everything clear? All right, cool. All right, cool. That's all I need to know, y'all. That's all I needed to know. Okay? We uploading this to YouTube. Now it's gonna be people sitting there watching the first couple minutes like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? Talk to me. Communication, man. He said, no skips, no blur, we clear. So in that case, double tap that screen if you know what I mean. It don't cost you nothing to press that button. You know what I'm saying? We going all the way up. Y'all know what we do about this time. We was already chopping, but it started getting choppy. I don't know what's going on. But hit that screen twice, man. If you're looking at me right now, let's get them likes back. Let's get this one going. You know what I mean? He said, no skips, no blur, we clear. Yeah, and as you said, is my album coming out in September? No, it's out right now. Afro Jones is available right now. Apple, Spotify, all the stuff. The link is in my bio. Shout out to everybody that's been liking it, commenting it, sharing, all of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? He said, do I like Walter White? Yeah, I love Heisenberg. Breaking Bad was my show. You know what I'm saying? Breaking Bad was my show. Hey, and look, I don't like when I gotta keep repeating myself, yo. I said, if you come in here, wipe your feet, okay? Take your shoes off when you come in this house. That's all it is when you double tap that screen, hit the like button. Don't cost you nothing. Don't be weird with me. It's too early in the morning for this, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna keep talking about this. Because if I feel like it's just haters in here watching me, I'm gonna turn it off. He says, what's up, Jones? Much love, my brother. What's up, brother? How you feeling, man? Assalamu alaikum, Hovito. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi barakatuh. You know what I'm saying? Top of the morning. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful day, looking at the water. Sometimes I like to sit here with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because the water be talking to me, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we back, man. How y'all feeling this morning? Let me know what y'all representing. Let me know what parts of the world we got in here. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't already know the protocol, how we do around here, we just chop up good game. You know what I'm saying? I got a story that's really kind of like not exactly a flattering story to tell y'all today, but it actually is something that I'm working on, and I understand it's a thing, right? Which is that, you know, they say love conquers all. They got all type of sayings for that, right? But you know how sometimes, you know, you get met by a certain type of energy, you react with a certain type of energy if you're not, you know what I'm saying, thinking on a higher plane, if you're not keeping, as they say, keeping God first and all of that, right? So we're going to talk about it. Africa in the building. What's up, Africa? Afro Jones out right now. It's an Afrobeat album, if y'all didn't know. That's why it's called Afro Jones. You know what I'm saying? UK in the building. What's up, UK? Serius Jones, can you give me some friend advice? Depends on what kind of advice you want to know, brother. Let me know. And I know all of y'all have not hit the like button because we got 20 more people than likes still right here. So can y'all hit that first? Will y'all start asking me advice and stuff like that, right? Can you pay your toll? Okay? That's all. Just do it right now. Do it right now. That means you. Is this what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a staring contest? Like the damn video. Freddie Gibbs head ass. You know what? Zachary says, I did click the like button. But tell the rest of them. Tell the rest of them. He said, LMAO, hit the like. Hey, y'all holding up traffic, man. Pay your toll. Take your shoes off when you come in my house, bro. He says it takes a second for you to see the like sometimes. No, it don't. No, it don't. It's short right there. It go boop, 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 boop. It'll just start going up. It don't take that much. A lot of y'all motherfuckers really be sitting here like, no. It's your hating ass. So I guess we just gonna sit here and stare at each other then. If you're not gonna participate, I'm not participating. Now, I'm getting paid either way. We'll just sit here and look at you then. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. All right? It said RIP Pat Stay. RIP Pat Stay, man. Crystal says hi. What's up, Crystal? Mike is dying laughing. Taze, what's up, brother? Miss Zone Time says, I want to hear the story. I know, Miss Zone Time, but yo, talk to these haters, bro. Until we get to at least, you know what? I'm not even going to put a number on it. I'm going to just, all right. When am I coming to Atlanta? I don't know, brother. Soon. I was supposed to be coming down there, actually. But we'll see. Who knows? Yeah, talk to him, Rick Rue. He said, come on, y'all. Let's at least get to like what? Y'all, yeah. Act like y'all, come on, man. Act like y'all got some sense in my life, bro. I don't appreciate that. Because you know why? Then they try to call my numbers fake. Yeah, then when we got 15,000 views, 20,000 views, and only 200 likes, then they go, oh yeah, it must be, he must have paid for it, right? So you want to make my shit look fake? Just because you want to sit there and be lazy at 11 in the morning, you can turn my shit on and be just looking and you don't want to participate? Well, F you. All right, we can sit here and just troll each other then. We just gonna sit here and troll. He said, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that either. He said, you gotta troll the trolls in 2005. Hey, this what we gonna do? We gonna sit here and just troll each other, huh? He said, LMAO. Nah, never that. He said, it makes me feel sad that my best friend doesn't say hi anymore or nothing. Hey, man. Hey, man. Nah. He says, future super astronomical. Who he hating on, though? I don't know who he hating on. He said, damn, man, reach out. Hey, listen, no, all jokes aside, I'm trolling y'all and just talking shit, but realistically, if you don't like the videos, they don't perform well, and this is a one hand wash the other relationship here. All right, for all you new people, it's new people every day. And as some people say, yo, oh damn, I remember you. YouTube just suggested this, and I used to watch you on Fight Club and all of that. Yeah, but this is a different thing, okay? I'm an influencer now, guys. Apparently I'm an influencer, right? I'm a YouTube personality, right? We getting hundreds of thousands of views on this channel. We getting every, matter of fact, represent your hood. Where you from? Tell me where you from in the chat, because you know that's part of this. We like to see what we got around the world. Represent your hood. We already seen UK, we already seen Africa. Let me know where y'all from, all right? Let me know where y'all from, then double tap it after I shout your hood out, all right? How about that? All right? Let's make sure we, you know what I'm saying? Ain't about me begging you for a like. I don't care about you. I'm just saying that you can't expect me to sit here and feel comfortable telling you stories when you don't even participate, buddy. Okay? I want to see the likes matching before I get in story mode. How about that? That's all that is. All right? He said fictional tales about digital scales. Hey, yeah, that's the classics. Lafayette, hey, Lafayette in the building. You know what I mean? Inglewood, my hood. Stop 6. Okay, that's that Texas. For those that don't know, Stop 6, notorious hood out of what's that? Fort Worth? Yeah, I know my hoods. Yeah, shout to Fort Worth. Inglesia in the building. Hey, anytime says fire move. All right, we're back. What my man Johnny Tapia and Bad Boy says, this is a stupid problem to have. Yeah. All right. Ken Swiffy, what's up, brother? Said, what's poppin', Jones? I'm back, man. My phone overheated because sometimes I forget when I put it on the window, the sun is on the window, right? So it's just overheating the phone. Physics, science. So when I lean the phone against the window, it just overheated the phone, and it says, okay, you gotta cool down for music, so that's what I'm getting the calls. All right. So anyway, we back. I said, all right, it's good. Have a good day, Mr. Jones. I don't know why I come on the internet for advice. It's pathetic, right? No, it's not pathetic. That's what the internet is for. That's dope if you have people that you can get good game from. That's dope if you can get, have a platform where you think somebody can say things that help you in life. I appreciate that. That if you come here for that, that's a blessing. Ain't nothing pathetic about that, right? It says South Africa in the building. Boop, boop, boop. Shout out to the Numbers gang. Shout out to all the people in Joburg, Cape Town, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Afro Jones. Download it now. Check it out. And if you're just coming in here wipe your feet at the door, you know it's a store. It says, Zachary, you need a therapist unless you're just trolling. No, he got a therapist, man. Can he have the therapist he wants? Okay? He said he feels like it's therapy here. Why he can't do that? Huh? You know what I mean? He says, Jones, why you think you can fight all of a sudden, bro? Now that's funny. Well, I mean, why I think I can fight all of a sudden, brother, is probably because I'm actually trained as a fighter since I was a child, brother. You just don't know that part of my life. So, I mean, I actually can fight very well, sir. Well, I guess you think because some of y'all saw one sucker punch from like that means fighting. So it's okay. I understand, brother. Right? He says, I can't afford therapy. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. You can afford it here, though. It's all right, so you good. All you got to do is double tap the screen, and you got a therapist on deck. You know what I'm saying? How much better does that get? Cece says, you're so handsome. Thank you, love. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm handsome, pay my ransom. As the saying goes. As the saying goes. Right? By the way, hating on you because what you said about such and such, at least that's what I think. Yeah, real Pistol Jr., absolutely. But you ever heard the saying, fruit of a poisonous tree? You ever heard the saying, fruit of a poisonous tree? When something is the fruit of a poisonous tree, that means that the original thing that poisoned it in the first place, that's the real problem, right? So whatever, if I said something that was disrespectful towards a person, 9 times out of 10, it's because not only did they do something that I found offensive, but because of the fact that I've given multiple chances. That's usually what that is. So if somebody says, you know, whatever they're saying, which is against you, and you take it to an extreme, are you wrong? Or are y'all both wrong? And is the person that initiated said disrespect, which, as I just read your comment earlier, that somebody said they were out of pocket and they apologized to another person on the internet, but didn't apologize to the man. So if somebody's feeling away because their peoples was out of pocket and their peoples was doing sucker shit realistically, because if somebody showed you love and then you hate on them, that's sucker shit. Where I'm from. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Let me know, chat. If you show love to somebody and then they show you hate, what does that mean? So if you riding with the person that showed hate and now you don't like the guy that your man was doing some sucker shit against, then that's on you, right? Zachary says, right. Herbert says, you right, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Don't do that. But at the same token, the lesson that I'm learning and the reason why we here today, because I'm a man. Ken Sniffy Jr. says, nah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fruit of a poisonous tree. You feel me? So the bottom line is, because I'm dealing with something like that in real life. I'm not dealing with it, but this is the reality, right? Sometimes something happens in a negative way, you react negatively to it, and then it gets worse, right? Because now you're stirring up all type of thoughts that really are kind of evil, right? Because that's how I start to feel when I feel attacked or disrespected or undervalued, or as if that you think I'm really a sucker or somebody that just not, you don't have to give me respect. You don't have to give me loyalty. You don't have to deal with me like the man that I deserve to be dealt with like. Hello? So if I feel that way and I lash out and I say and make fun of you having a life-threatening situation, am I supposed to have tact and class and say, okay, well, look, I know he yelled time in the middle of my round and basically tried to distract me and ruin my battle. I know that he's been doing overly whatever moves and I've been letting it go, but I'm supposed to just still not react and feel attacked and feel like, yo, right? I'm supposed to be, no matter what, I'm supposed to be, but then you know what's funny? I am supposed to be that. If I'm a Muslim, I am supposed to do that. I am not supposed to act like that. That's the truth. If I'm being real with myself as a man. If you're a Muslim, you're supposed to always take the higher road. Does that mean you don't have to you don't have to defend yourself? Does that mean that if somebody comes at you in a certain way, you have to not respond? No, it doesn't mean that, but it does mean that you should think of God first, right? Before you move. You should think of, you know what? That's me being a man and being real with myself. I don't owe them niggas that though. Hello? I don't owe them niggas that. I owe me that. You feel me? I owe me that. I owe my game that. I owe my name that. I owe my brand that. Because I'm a classy brand. I'm a classy man. Right? That's why some of y'all might have said, like, damn, Jones, that you ain't have to, right? Because you're looking at that as less than classy. You're looking at that as like, come on, that's beneath you, Jones. And you're right. And you're right. So we're gonna tell a story today. And I see what y'all saying. He says, salute, Jones. You know what I'm saying? Nah, yeah, it's not about gangster. He says 100s. He said, thank you, bro. Wonderful advice. Respect. He says, I fell out of love with battle rap, man. Keep it a stack. It ain't the same as it was in 17, 18. How do we get that essence back? I don't know if it's possible. The Dawn says, my nigga Jones. Salute, brother. You know what I'm saying? Double tap that screen. We got double the people in here, man. You know what I'm saying? We going up and we chopping it like we always do, man. Hibachi style. We gonna chop it up right here in your face, man. Pause. You know what I'm saying? He says, trying to repair the friendship if the other person, my best friend, doesn't want to be friends anymore. There's a reason for that. Whatever the reason is, if it's irreparable, reflect and move forward. Real Pistol, South Africa says, I think you're well within your rights to react. A nigga hating on you. It's just that the reaction, the nature of the reaction is just what rubs people the wrong way. Pause. Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Right? And Chef Atlanta, you've been showing love, so bro, stop spamming that question, brother. Alright? We're not giving that no more light. We're not talking about suckers on here to hundreds of thousands of people, brother. So please stop saying that name because you have been showing love and I don't want to block you or put you in timeout. But don't do that. Don't spam that. Alright? You know why. And if you don't know why, do the homework to find out why. Because all that is on the internet, right? I gotta stop giving negativity light. Okay? But since y'all asked me certain questions and I want to make sure that we put things in a positive light, I'm gonna keep it funky. Right? As a man, as a Muslim, and as a real one. So, this is why I said wolf love is really the answer. Because what can you do? What can you respond with? If somebody's not taken away from, you know, now you might be, in my mind, you are trying to sabotage the way I eat. You are trying to whatever. So it does make me feel a little lash outy, right? When it's that type of stuff, right? But I'm going to tell y'all a story how this is kind of similar in a way, right? Chef Atlanta says, you right. I just wanted to know. No, it's all good, brother. I understand if you just wanted to know that. But we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. He says, you know what I mean? Nah, don't gang up on him. You know what I'm saying? It's good. He says, because Jones was curving him and didn't want to be his friend. Yeah, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? These dudes really be hoes, bro. They really be hoes. They've been hating on me and mad at me for years because I wouldn't be their friends. Because I live a certain life, y'all feel away. These people that you know of, that I don't want to say their names, that have negative things to say, act, and whatever towards me, I don't know them in real life, and they only know me through rap. And they feel away because they can't either sponge off my light or try and deal with me in a way that they know, you know what I'm saying? They really fans, and they really be acting a certain way when the camera's off. Right? But when it's this new battle rap energy and all of this stuff, people gotta act like they this and this and that. That's never been my MO. I don't want that type of brand. I don't want that type of interaction. And that shit looks less than classy. When you're going back and forth with a bunch of niggas that ain't even, that's squares. Hey, I gotta say it. That's squares. You're going back and forth with squares. I understand that it's battle rap, and that's the job now. That's why the job to me is like, if that's the job, and you see what some of y'all was saying, now I want to see that battle because of this and because of that. Because y'all like that. Y'all like the controversy and the drama and all of that. I don't like that. That's not what I got in battle rap for. You know what I'm saying? The TMZ-ness is, you know what I'm saying? He said, what happened with the DTP situation? Nothing. He says, always make them think. Yes, sir, man. That's my job. You know what I'm saying? Word. Christopher says, word. He says, Pistol says, you always keep shit player. Always. I don't always keep it player, but for the most part, I do. Right? I'm a man, though. Every once in a while, I mess up. Every once in a while I mess up. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'll be on point like ballerina shoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm way more on point than 90% of people, right? Maybe even a little more. So sometimes the thing is, the question is whether they give you that grace. The question is if they'll let someone else mess up a whole bunch of times and give them a whole bunch of chances, but not give you that. Huh? That's the question. If they think another motherfucker deserves a whole bunch of chances, but don't give you that. And that's what it be. He says Allah Akbar. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum. So all right, boom. So I'm gonna give y'all a story. This is kind of like, yo, dope fiend strength is real, man. Like I've seen it firsthand, right? Shout out to Will, man. I don't mean to call you fiend, brother. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to bro. He's from Richmond, California, right? So this is a incarceration story, unfortunately, right? I'm gonna get story mode. If y'all haven't already hit that like button, you know the rules. Double tap that screen if you know what I mean. It don't cost you nothing to press that button. We go all the way up like a turtleneck. It's another one like the other one. I'm in story time mode. And once I start chopping, I need y'all to just kind of like bear with me like a grizzly because I can't read all of y'all comments. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be typing, you know what I'm saying, just be aware that I'm gonna get back to you. All right? So boom. Wipe your feet at the door, the new people that's coming in here, man. You in Jones land, shout out to the real Jonesians, all of my people that really be tapped in. But all of the new people, right? You're gonna see the way we kick it, right? So boom. So I'm in jail in California, right? And not all of these people know me, right? They don't all know me because they're not all as tapped in with battle rap, especially at this time as maybe people are now, right? This is years ago, right? So I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, whatever. So not everybody's as tuned in with battle rap, right? So some people don't know who I am, right? But other people, once somebody knows in the pod, they're gonna, yo, such and such, yo, you a rapper, da 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 da, right? It's gonna get out and whatever, right? So it gets out, right? But before it even got out, there was a dude that he had a cell right across from mine, right? And he was sitting, his cell was right there across from mine. And I would look out my cell window and he'd just be looking like this at me. Right? And I'd be like, fuck, like, what the hell is he looking at, right? And he'd just be looking like this at me. And he actually looks like, you know, we the wolves, but he actually looked like a real wolf. Just imagine a man that actually like morphs into like a digital wolf, and that's what he looked like. He really looked like a teen wolf. He had a real furry face and everything. You know what I'm saying? He was a short, stocky, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Will, because you was cool at first, right? So boom. And I'm only gonna say your name because you came up on this in the story. You're kind of the victor in the story, so you shouldn't feel that upset. Right? So boom, right? So dude is just like, and when he starts rapping, I hear somebody rapping through the doors, right? And when I listen close, the bars sound familiar. And then I realize he's rapping my bars, right? And I'm like, oh, and he looking right at me. He's like saying, I forget which bars he was saying, but he was saying something that was one of my shits. And he was looking at me like, and I'm like, I'm like, my nigga, that's what's up, right? So he was, okay, yes, this man is still yapping. It's my job, nigga. What are you talking about? Get out of here. Now you're in timeout, brother, and you can't hear the story. 30 minutes for you. Go stand in the corner. You know what I mean? How you want to be entertained, but gonna come in here? You came in here because I'm yapping. The hell you talking about, nigga? I get paid for running my mouth. I'm a real one. Macaroni by my cheese, nigga. What you talking about? But anyway, so Shorty started getting me in popping mode. So homie is rapping my bars, right? To let me know, like, I know all your stuff, right? So when we come off the unlock, he's like, yeah, man, I know all your shit, bro. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy, right? So he's just sitting there spitting my bars and just going over battle rap moments and all of this stuff. He was a real fan of the culture, right? So we was cool, right? We started chopping it up. Every now and then he would just, he would come talk to me about whatever he had going on. He had actually did like 10 years for a robbery, right? And he was one of the first people that I ever saw that I felt like, yo, this nigga is like a real African, bro. Like, this dude was playing basketball barefoot. I should have known not to. I should have known better than to fight somebody that was. All right. The nigga was playing basketball barefoot, right? No socks, no flip-flops, no sneakers. Bare, bucky naked toes on the concrete, like this. And his game was like Derrick Rose. Like the nigga was like explosive type shit. He was a short, stocky, explosive, going to the basket type nigga. You know what I'm saying? He really going all of this with barefoot, right? Double tap that screen if you just coming in here, man. I see them numbers going all the way up like a turtleneck, man. Don't act like that. Wipe your feet. So boom, I'm like, yo, this dude was really like, he said, you got wolf feet, you know? Fuck you, nigga. So yeah, I know I gotta trim my shits, man. Come on now, don't do that to me. But that's the point. His shit was looking like that, right? So I made my point. This nigga is on the concrete with full wolf feet, right? Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I knew he was, you know what I mean? And he was strong. His game was strong. He kept catching a bunch of N1s. He was the type that'd go up against a big nigga. So you knew, you knew that he had strength. He was a short, stocky nigga, right? So we was cooler than we was cool as a fan. He would always, come through, what's up, Jones? You good? We chop it up and all of this stuff. It was all good, right? He goes home. I guess when I'm still here, right? I'm still here fighting this ridiculous case that by the grace of Allah, I made it out of, right? But I'm still here fighting this case. However many months later, when you go home and then you come back, right? When he comes back, he looks totally different. He looks skinny, right? Sorry, brother, I ain't trying to disrespect you, but I ain't lying. He comes back, his face is skinny. He got, his beard is up to here, right? Now his beard's up to here. That's why I said wolf, because his beard grows up to here. His shit is like this. All you see is his eyes now. He had these big ass eyes already. So now they look yellow. Now when you look at him, the nigga look like really like Teen Wolf. All you see is a big ass beard and some yellow eyes. And the nigga's just like, and you could tell he's zombied out now. You could tell he be getting high, right? Because you see that look in his eyes, and you like, oh, right? He ashy as hell, right? Everywhere is just white, right? Because he ain't got no toiletries or no whatever, right? So I see him, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, you good, bro? And I could tell he's kind of embarrassed because he don't like me seeing him like this. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of embarrassed. He like, yeah, I'm good, whatever, right? So I'm like, all right, look. I gave the nigga some toiletries and stuff, pause. I gave him, I had that good, because I got eczema, right? I had that good, pause, the good grease, pause. That, you could put and get all that ash up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a big scoop full of that, put it in the cup for him. Yo, here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Gave him some deodorant, all this stuff, right? Yo, bro, get right, bro, right? He, oh, thank you, Wolf, da-da-da-da-da, right? So, time is passing. The energy is different now, right? He doesn't feel as confident talking to and dealing with me because he's embarrassed about himself, right? He looks skinny and weird now, and he's been out there doing whatever, right? So now he's got a different circle of friends in there now. Now he's hanging out with the Pheind dudes in there now, right? Before he was hanging out with us and the young boys that, playing ball and whatever. Now he hanging out with the little weird Pheind dudes, and you know when that stuff comes in the building. You know when that stuff comes in the building. You know why? Because all of a sudden the whole energy changes. All of a sudden, you just hear niggas partying over here, yeah, rapping stuff, and all of a sudden, you look up, damn, what time is it? You look out the thing at the clock, damn, it's 3 in the morning, what the hell? Yeah, niggas is out there partying now. They done got some of that stuff in there. Yeah, and it comes on something just simple as this, right? A piece of paper, right? You get a stamp, it says, LOL, you funny. Hey, this is real talk, though. You know what I'm saying? This is the way I put it together, right? I put seasoning on everything. So when they come in there and they got that done came in the building, or that crank up done came in the building, somebody done soaked it into something and mailed something and something, right? You already know. You feel the energy going up in the building. You see niggas that always be, now they walking around talking, walking the track all night with each other, talking and all that stuff. You like, oh, these niggas is fired up in here, right? They fired up. Right? All of a sudden, all of that energy All of that depression that niggas done felt, all of that stuff. Now niggas is walking around, dancing, telling stories, ha ha ha, right? You like, all these niggas is high as hell in here, right? Now, mind you, I was getting good loud the whole time, right? I was getting good loud the whole time in California. Shout out to California, man. You know what I'm saying? They lived up to their brand in terms of, you know what I'm saying? We were straight in that way, right? So me and dude had a couple of little run-ins because now I'm really, dug in, pause. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm really like, I'm cutting everybody's hair by the grace of Allah. I'm drawing stuff. I showed y'all some of the drawings and stuff that I do and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Y'all see that I design jewelry and all this stuff, so I can draw. You know what I'm saying? I can come up with like stuff. So I would draw people's cards for they my girl's her birthday. Can you draw me this card, Wolf? Yeah. Give me 10 items. I'll draw your baby moms. I'll draw a card. I'll even write some cool player shit. I even write you a poem. I be doing stuff like that. I'm gonna write you a poem with some bars in it, right? That I know gonna make your girl stay with your ass for another another couple months, right? Another couple weeks, baby, right? Nigga be coming back to the cell, yo, Wolf, thank you, bro. That shit work, bro. I be like, yeah, I'm like, my nigga. Be like, yeah, good looking, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I was doing, right? Playing ball, right? I swear to you, wallahi, on everything I love, right? If I'm lying, I'm dying. I'll be asleep. They gonna come get me. Yo, Wolf, I'm sorry to wake you up, Wolf. Come on, man, we need you. Like, what? Yo, what you doing? Nah, bro, we got 200 on this, bro. I'm gonna give you 15 soups just to play for us. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Just come on, Wolf, please. I swear to you. If y'all was locked up with me, tell them in the chat, right? Because they be in here. Shout out to D-Lock. Shout out to Tita. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people that's, we made bonds with that's going to be lifetime friendships from the situations that we've been through together, right? And we came out on the other side, victorious, nigga. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brothers, man. So, okay. So, dude is kind of having like an ill little vibe with me. I could kind of tell he kind of getting jealous and weird because he doesn't like the fact that our friendship is not the same as it was before. And it's not my fault, brother. You've been getting high. Bro, you on Pheind time, and what you want me to do? You want me to just act like everything, like we still cool? But this is what I'm saying, where Wolf Love conquers all. Because guess what? He probably felt insecure because of the fact that I did kind of moonwalk on him. I did kind of stop hanging out with him as much. I did kind of like would curve him when he would start going into story mode or something because you're getting high, bro. I don't approve of it, right? I don't approve of what you're doing. I don't approve of what you going around and telling stories to the young boys, trying to tell glory stories about how you was busting your gun and all that. Bro, that ain't what they need to hear, bro. That ain't what these young niggas need to hear. Right? And a couple times we got into it over stuff like that. Bro, that ain't what these young niggas need to hear, bro. How much of a savage that niggas is, bro. These niggas need to not come back here, bro. That's the way I would talk to them, right? And that's shout out to Freddie, shout out to Freezem, all of my young East Oakland niggas that was in there with me, you know what I'm saying? Freedom, right? We would have them type of conversations. The young boys would eventually come to my cell and read me a case. We really have real bonds, man. By the grace of Allah, I don't know how not to be this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best to really help my brothers and spread the game, bro. Especially if I see the real ones. You know what I'm saying? So, dude was feeling away because we wasn't chopping like that, and you see everyone else is cool with me now. So now he started throwing little jabs. Now he started saying stuff like, everybody can't be a rich rapper and just had it such and such. They'd be like, wait, what? He started coming like that. Those sideways comments out the blue and all that. It's like, yo, bro, what's up, bro? Like, I appreciate that, Draymond, for that super chat. Thank you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? It started being stuff like that. And it's like, wait, what was that? And, oh, like random hate? Like stuff that we were talking about with unnamed rappers? Oh, you feeling away just because I'm being me and people be jacking like it's the normal, natural me, that you don't like it. You don't like that you don't have that type of thing going on. So instead of the fact that we was cool as hell when it was just me and you talking about battle rap and I was giving you that attention, pause, right? And what did Larry Bryant just say earlier when he answered your question when you asked why somebody even wanted to try and see me, right? Why? Because I wouldn't be their friend, right? Because I wouldn't show them what they felt was love. And they felt they deserved that from me. They felt like, damn, who are you to not be cool with me, man? Come on, bro. I'm just trying to be cool. When it's like, bruh, you don't understand. I'm not jacking your bop because I see what's going on with you. I see what you got attached to you. Or I see what's in you that ain't right and need to come up out of there, right? So if I'm not rocking with you because you ain't right, how you mad at me? Right? But that's what happens, right? So boom. So dude, he says a few slick things here and there, right? And it got to the point where one day, I was just like, I was already fed up. And it was funny when homie asked me earlier, he said, why, Jones, why you think acting like you could fight all the time? Right? If you know anything about my actual life, all my life I had to fight. All my life I had to fight. It's not an accident my hands look like this, bro. It's not an accident. It's not an accident, bro. It's not an accident. Look at my hands, bro. My whole life, that's what I've had to do, unfortunately. I couldn't just be a loudmouth, you know what I'm saying, somewhat handsome guy without having to defend myself, without having to get into shit, without having to stand up, right? And I'm not gonna block you, Ignition, for saying you's a goofy. Okay, brother, that's fine. You entitled to your opinion, right? Ain't nobody ever told me that in my face, though. The irony. I've never heard that sentence to my face in life. But okay. So boom. So dude had a couple little situations where he said some slick sideways shit, right? And shout to Buddha. Shout to my homie from SAC, you know what I'm saying? Beast Mob. Shout to my nigga Buddha, right? He basically told me, like, bro, don't, you know what I'm saying? Right? And I'm like, yeah, but he didn't understand that it was more personal. It was like, dude was really feeling away because he really felt like I'm not being cool with him anymore. I'm not, like, we're not cool no more, right? And instead of me, this is the lesson in it. This is the game in it, right? This is why they call it sucker ducking. But I won't even say that. I'll call it wolf love, right? Hey, look, brother, you good, brother? Look, this is what I could have did, right? I'm gonna give y'all what I could have did so I can show y'all the lesson in it and what I learned, right? Because I like to learn. I like to learn from my experiences. So I could be more gamed up, more on point, so I know what to do the next time to make sure I have the best result out of my own actions and my own experiences. Hello? Some game and everything I'm dropping. Peep the jewels. So what I could have said was, yo, bro, let me holler at you, bro. Right? Could have pulled him to the side when he said a couple of little more comments. And when I felt a little bit of that hatred in the air, I could have pulled him to the side and said, yo, bro, let me holler at you, bro. And I could have said, yo, bro, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, bro? Right? And if he said, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? You be acting like you don't even fuck with me no more, so. And I could have been like, yo, bro, I could have said all of this I'm saying to y'all right now, right? Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You know I fuck with you well. We cool, bro. But you know what? You been out there getting high. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't fuck with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We cool, but bro, don't do all that, bro. We ain't gotta go get into it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know you rock with me. I know you know my bars. I know you know what I'm saying? Like, but don't do that, right? I could have pulled him to the side like a player, like a man, and said that, right? He said bars. He said drop them gems. Like, you feel me? I could have did that, right? Because that would have been the Muslim thing to do, right? That would have been the real man thing to do. But the wolf in me, right? I felt, how dare you? How dare you? When your ass was ashy and didn't even have nothing to fucking take the crust off your goddamn face, I went and got mine and gave you half of mine. When I got bad skin, nigga. But I ain't want to see your ass ashy. And you got the nerve to, because you are fighting your own demons, to try and take it out on me? That's how I felt at the time. So instead of me having that conversation, I said to him, yo, bro, what's up? Let's go in the cell, bro. After he did a couple of those, right? And I see that now you really trying to make it a thing, like you really hating for real. Oh, all right, nah. Come on. Let's go. Let's go in the cell then, right? He like, nigga, I ain't going in no cell with you, right? I'm like, all right then, so why you keep hating? Like, shut up, bro. Like, why you keep making a problem, right? So a couple times it was like that, and he backed down, and there was no issue, right? But once that thing came in the building, once the amphetamines touched down, oh boy, oh man, everything changed, right? All of a sudden, he walking around there like King Kong. He walking there with his shirt off in the day room. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? He back. He was acting like he was 400 pounds and he walking around, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and Jones, you want it today. You can get it today. You can get it today if you want it. I'm like, bruh, pause. I'm like, bruh, right? He fired up. This nigga higher than giraffe ass on a spacecraft, right? He was feeling himself this day. And he was like, nah, you know what? He said he gave you a shiner. He did, Larry. He did. Let me tell you how though, right? You know I ain't gonna lie. You know I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna put no cap on my rap, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, man. So boom, this day, he fired up. He walking around in the day room telling everybody, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? These niggas know what time it is with me. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'm bouncing back, baby. I'm back now. Like he feeling like he really back, right? Them drugs give a nigga superpowers, right? So he walking around in the day room, he popping it, and he said the F word to me. Buddha was like, Jones, don't do nothing. Like, don't do nothing, right? Everybody's telling me, don't do nothing, Wolf. Like, just let him go. Like, we know Wolf, right? They like, just let him go. And I'm like, all right, I'm just letting him go. I'm just letting it pop it. I'm laughing at first. I'm like, yo, you crazy, right? I'm just letting him pop it, right? And eventually, he says the F word. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Everything but that, right? You can't say the F word to a man in jail. And if you let somebody say that to you and there's not at least a cell conversation, then it's all bad, right? Then people are gonna be doing all type of stuff. He said facts. Larry says, peace, Jones. Jones, good morning. He says, oh no, with mad O's. Yep. He says, just the antics. Yep. Said F worldly like F for A. I don't know what that means. Not enough respect in the world to let that go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Once that's like that. So basically what I had said to him was, because I was fed up. I really thought at one point, now, I never believed that Allah was going to let me down in that way because I know my heart and I know my game. I know I never did nothing to really try and hurt nobody or whatever. I really believe in the type of shit I do. It's unfortunate that you're dealing with creatures and people and environments in a game, meaning in terms of life and hustle, where a lot of people just ain't loyal, where a lot of people don't feel like they're supposed to go all out for you, right? Even if you're a go all outian, I'm a go all outian. I don't want to do shit that I don't believe. I don't want to do shit that I can't go hard for. You know what I'm saying? Where other people feel like a different way. So boom. So dude is like, he keeps talking shit bothering me. And what I said to him was, bro, if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna put a hole in you. Right? That's what I said. Because I meant it. I was stressed out. I didn't know whether my life was over or not. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine not knowing if your life is over? Like you just sitting there like, damn, so I really might just be here? Like, what? Like, and I didn't even do that. What? That shit is crazy. So the way your mind is at that place, it's not even about whether you tough or not. I seen some of the most weakest dudes ever snap in that position. I seen niggas literally lose it. A skinny little white guy that you would never expect jump up on somebody and just he did what? jump on a nigga back and just go crazy with a pin. All type of shit. That part, right, Jerome? Niggas don't understand that part. When it's like, nigga, I don't care about nothing. I don't care. I actually liked going to the hole. That's the sick part. I had gotten to the point where I liked going to the hole. Because I got my bud still. I get to smoke in here. I get to still see everything anyway. They got the window. I'm just looking out the window. And, you know, people come to my cell, give me stuff. Well, I'm chilling. I don't need to be out here with y'all. I got to that place. I didn't even care about being around people. I don't even want to be around y'all niggas. So I don't care. What's another charge of me assaulting you gonna do when I'm facing 40 years, nigga? I don't care about no 2-year charge. Go ahead. I said, bro, you won't leave me alone. I'ma put holes in you. Absolutely not. I will never go back to that place, and I don't miss anything about that, brother. But I'm just giving you life experiences and game and jewels that I've learned that hopefully help you learn and earn a better position in life. Catch the jewels if you got some sense. And double tap that screen if you know what I mean. This is high level chop. It's high level chop. That's why it's worth something. That's why we get paid for this, respectfully. But fair exchange, no robbery. You giving me your energy, I'm giving you some game. But anyway, so I told him I had made a little samurai sword. I took a toilet brush and made a little sword out of that thing. Because I was the only guy from the whole East Coast there. There was nobody from Jersey. There was nobody from New York. There was nobody from D.C. There was nobody from Chicago. There was one other guy from Detroit. That's it. There was nobody from the East Coast whatsoever. So I was literally basically in a facility, dug in for 13, 14 months. So, dude, now this is towards the, you know, I forget when this is, right? But dude is basically, you know, he's fired up. He's on 10, and he's like, let's do it today, right? I'm like, oh my God. So I go straight to the room. In my mind, I'm that. I'm here with it. Like, I'm not, like, I'm here. Like, I'm going straight there. I'm not doing no, like, nah. Because you're bothering me now, and you're hating on me after I showed you love. So no, now I'm trying to, right? So when people asking me stuff like, why are you at, like, no, you don't understand where my brain goes. When my brain goes to op plan, like, you are op, my first brain goes to eliminate the threat. Because what if he do something to me? If you got that much animosity for me and I showed you love, what if you do something to me then? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm automatically going to, oh, nah. All right, well, shit. No, now, all right, you keep bothering me. All right, watch this. So I literally went to he said, you're an Israelite, Jones, not a Muslim? I don't know what you talking about, stuff a lot. So I grabbed my plastic samurai guy, right? And the irony, this other guy from Richmond, well, I don't remember his name, but he's the first guy that I saw get dreads whooped out of his head. I didn't even know that was possible. He got off that shooby dooby. He got off that methamphetamine. He got off of that icy spicy. He got off of that, you know what I'm saying, that glass. He got off of that titi. You know what I'm saying? He got off of that hemi. And I guess he was running his mouth. These two was actually getting high together. And he had these long dreads, and I guess he was high popping it, and somebody just whoppa, and his dreads was like, the whole day room covers in his dreads. So he whooped the dreads out of his head. So he comes over, and he's trying to stop me from, I guess he sees me when I go in my cell, and he sees me, you know what I'm saying, and he's like, nah, man, you ain't gonna stab no Richmond nigga, bro. I can't let you stab no Richmond nigga, bro. And like, he hots it up and yells and makes a scene out of it. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, now I want to stab you. Like, yo, what the fuck? But, all right, he probably saved me because I would have bugged out and did some shit that was like, I probably might not even been here right now. Like, what the fuck? He actually saved me by doing that, right? So he's like, oh, come on, man, I can't let you stab me. So I'm like, man, all right, come on, right? So I'm like, come in the cell, right? He won't come to my cell, right? Like, I ain't coming to your cell. So He goes into the one next door. So I go in the cell with him, right? When I go in the cell, it's like this, right? This is how it, I gotta act it out for y'all, right? This is how the fight went, right? Yo, I appreciate that super chat, RSG. Gangster, salute. This is how the fight goes, right? This the cell door, right? So I come in the cell like this. I'm like, man, what's up? What's up? Right? What's up? And I square up and I'm coming straight up like this. He goes straight to the ground like this, right? When I go like this, he goes straight to the ground to my legs and just grabs my legs and just holds on, right? I'm punching him all on the top of his head. Beep, 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 beep. But he's not letting go. And remember I told you this nigga's strong as hell. This nigga's strong as hell, dude. I can't get him off my legs. I'm hitting him all in the head, all in the back of the head, all in the ears. You know what I'm saying? Bing, 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 bing. But he's not letting go to the point where eventually, I go down because he got my legs, right? Eventually, I go down, and I ain't gonna lie. For a brief moment, he paused, got on top, and hit me with a 3-piece that I couldn't block, right? I'm like, eventually I grabbed his arms and turned him around and put him in a dope fiend, but by then, they coming and they breaking it up. So I was so mad because like I finally had him, and then they like, come on, get off. No, I'm no, bing, right? But it's too late. He already caught that good 3-piece on me, bruh. He caught the good 3-piece with a biscuit, right? And you know what I'm saying? I tried to block it, but it came straight down the pipe like bing, 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 right? And I caught all 3 of them joints, right? Bing, 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 right? And bro, right here, I ain't gonna lie, it started kind of, you know what I'm saying? So they came, broke it up. When after he caught those 3, I caught his arms and I like spent them and got him to the point where I was choking him out, right? And if y'all know anything about, I got a little bit of MMA-ness and shit, right? But I wasn't expecting, I'm thinking we supposed to be fighting. You're not allowed to do that really in jail. You're not supposed to wrestle, you know what I'm saying? Then niggas will tell you, man, get up, you know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be kicking, you ain't supposed to be wrestling. You supposed to just throw your hands, get it off your chest, and then afterwards shake hands as a man, and that's it, you know what I'm saying? But boy wasn't trying to go through that. He was smart. He was smart and he was strategic. He knew I got these long ass arms. He knew, and he did 10 years in prison. He probably had lots and lots of fights, and he was smart, right? So the nigga, he went down, paused, and went straight to my ankles. I came in there like this. What's up? The nigga said, that shit was like, I was like, oh, nigga, before he grabbed, I'm like, bing, bing. I'm hitting them all in the head thinking that shit going, he just like, taking them shits and just like, he like this, but he ain't letting go. He is not letting go, yeah. And eventually I just fell with him. He got on top and said, bing, bing, bang. It was like, pew, pew, pew. I was like, oh, I caught them joints, bro. And that dope fiend strength was like, oh, this nigga's strong as hell. I was so mad. Y'all. And I was only mad because, like, bruh, I didn't get to finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to that CEO, because that nigga's name was David. He was cool. I don't want to give him his ass in trouble. But, you know what I'm saying? When he was one of the guys where he saw you was fighting, as long as it didn't get too crazy, he'll be like, all right now, like, that's enough, da-da-da-da, right? So, you know what I'm saying? It was like, all right. So after this, I'm like, oh, nah, I need my run back. Oh, no, we got to run this back. You wrestling and shit. You trying to wrestle niggas and all that. Nah. I need my run back, right? So now everybody's on me, where I guess this is the blessing too about, you know, being a real one. Sometimes people, they see you, right? They see you and they know where you at. And they want you to know, bro, you good, bro. You ain't gotta, because now I'm like, oh nah, what? He got my, I got my, I was tight about that little Jimmy, and it went away in like 2 days or something, but it wasn't the point. It's not the point, man. You know what I'm saying? But to me, I don't like taking no L. I don't like even nothing even close to being an L. So if that makes you overcompensate, you know what I'm saying? That's a natural thing. But guess what? You could have avoided it in the first place, right? All I had to do was say, yo, look, little bro, you all right? You need some commissary or something? You want some more of that shit I gave you before? You good? You need some Suboxone or something? All right. All right, nah, cause bro, you been seeming like you feeling the way towards me, brother. I just want to make sure you good. That's when a nigga be like, oh no, come on, Joe, no, it ain't like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't been talking to me, man. You acting like you don't fuck with me, bro. Right? Pack of noodles, right? He said a pack of noodles. Yeah, a pack of noodles or something. You know what I'm saying? Yo, here, soup. Yo, you a real nigga, bro. I appreciate that, my nigga. You know what I mean? Something simple. You get a nigga out your life, something simple like that, bro. Real easy and out the way. All right, yo, you're here, man. You know what I'm saying? Take that or take this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He said, as it 100, he says, okay, well, yeah. Jay Roberts, we already covered that, bro. We already covered what jumping out the window and this means. It's called fruit of a poisonous tree. You can't slap a man's dog and ask him not to unalive your cat. You can't attack a man in a way that he doesn't deserve and then expect him to always be perfect in the way he reacts. So yes, there's distasteful things that I've said in my lifetime. There's distasteful things I've done in my lifetime that I'm not necessarily proud of and that I pray every day that Allah forgives me for. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a wolf, nigga. I ain't no sweetheart ass nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up like a lot of y'all, bro. I didn't grow up with the whole lovey-dovey, kissy, huggy shit, bro. I grew up, if you play games, you get your ass whooped. I grew up to where if you don't respect the law of the land, of the house, then that means that you don't appreciate what I do for you. You don't appreciate like the type of person that I am. So that means you want some, you know what I'm saying? That's the way I was raised. So if these people, y'all got softer upbringings, if y'all got, you know, a different perspective on the way that you're supposed to deal with somebody that's hating on you, then I understand. You know what I mean? You said, so he dumped you? No, he didn't dump me. He didn't dump me. That's the difference. Dump somebody is like you pick them up and slam them. No. He just was holding my ankles to the point where we both went down. I went to the ground with him. That wasn't no dump. Dump, you pick a nigga up, slam him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you know I'm telling you the truth. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? If that happened, I would have said that happened. But nah, ain't nobody ever did that to me. You know what I'm saying? You know? He said 100, John spitting facts. I mean, you know, man, y'all know how I keep it, chat. And if you feel like something is sideways, let me know. You know what I'm saying? He says, what's Dope Fiend's strength? Or his usually state just Dope Fiend weakness? Oh, okay, well, all right. This is what I think they mean by Dope Fiend strength or crackhead strength. Something that you would not normally be able to do, you are able to do if you're a fiend. You know why? Your body goes to different extremes, right? So I've literally seen fiends do stuff like jump off this building for $20. And they be like, I'll do it. And the nigga really jump off the building and survive, right? Not break a bone, nothing. Just hop right up. Give me my $200. Like, yeah, that's Dope Fiend strength. That's real. You know what I'm saying? You know? He said, LOL, that's why I rock with you, son. Win or loss, it's all truth. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I really keep it funky, man. And at the end of the day, some people appreciate that and some people don't. Some people don't believe that that's even a thing. Some people believe they're like, yeah, right. Nobody just tells the truth. All right, you know what I'm saying? But I guess perception is reality, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't appreciate somebody that actually takes the time and the energy, you know, to see the jewels in the truth. I like the truth because that's how you learn. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the game is at, in the truth. The game ain't in the lie. That's what niggas don't understand. You know what I'm saying? They think the game is in the lie. You know what I mean? And the way you finesse somebody, or the way you tell a bitch, like, you know what I'm saying, some slick stuff or whatever. No, the game is in the truth. When she understands the truth, when you give her the options and you put it in her face and say, listen, this is this. You can choose this or you don't choose this. But this is the truth. I'm not going to convince you with a lie. He said 100. Oh, nah. You know what I mean? How many years did I do? I've only did about 2 years in jail. That's about it. I'm not no jail dude, brother. You know what I mean? God willing, I don't ever have to, experience anything close to that again. I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. He said, that's heavy, Jones. I like that. The game is in the truth. 100. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. You know? And sometimes I can be a little long-winded, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a lot for somebody to digest. But once you digest it all, you're going to see. You're going to see the value in it, and you're going to see exactly what I mean. You know what I'm saying? He said, how is a black man giving advice on women? You guys have the... All right, yeah. Racism, you're blocked. Racism is corny, bro. Like, that's just corny. If you still racist in 2025 talking about you guys and black people, like, come on, bro. Like, who raised you? And some people just aren't embarrassed of it. This is the thing. I'd be embarrassed if I do some sucker shit. Now, sucker shit is an extreme way to call it, but I mean, if I did something that's out of emotional weakness, I call it some sucker shit. Right? So let's say I lose my cool and do something less than player. I don't like how that feels. I want to make it right. I want to be able to correct my mistake, even if somebody else ain't right. You see what I'm saying? Because that's my game. That's on my face. That ain't got nothing to do with somebody else. Somebody else could have been out of pocket. But me, personally, I don't like that. So you know what? This is what I will say. Because sometimes they act like you cop and please, or you scared, or you whatever, when you just trying to do the right thing. When you just don't want no corniness on your body. When you want to walk around without no smoke or no dumb shit because of the fact that you got a clean face, a clean heart, and a clean name. Hello? But people want to play and hate and whatever, and then you react, and then it goes into like a negative space. It's like as if you want to perpetuate that, when it's like, no, brother, you just need to not have that at all happen. But this is life, right? People going to hate, people going whatever, right? So we all make mistakes, and we all do things that are out of passion and out of our beliefs that sometimes ruffle other people's feathers. That's what that comes down to. But it's about, if somebody really rocks with you, they're going to give you the grace, right? So if you really rock with me and you respect me, you're not going to be okay with people hating on me. You're going to understand and sympathize if I react in a way that's less than classy. You're going to understand if I take it there when somebody else is actually planting negative, hateful seeds in my essence, in my energy, around me, next to me, on camera, anything. You're going to say, yeah, man, Jones ain't that, just like they said when I explained it. You know what I'm saying? He said, you heard me? Jersey. Nah, for real. He said, nah, I'm not going 100. I'm not going to lie. I'm tired of capping. I'm not a gangster for real, for real. Yeah, exactly. Why are you capping? You know what I'm saying? Capping is corny, bro. It's too much work. It's too much work, trust me. And I don't know because I've never been a professional capper, but I'm just saying, like, it's just too much work to lie, bro. You got to remember your lies. Then if you don't remember the lie, you done said something different somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, me personally, I don't remember everything, right? But if I say something that contradicts itself, it's because I'm a man. I'm a contradictory being by nature. We all are, right? We all walk in contradiction. We all feel different ways at different times. But the thing that changes it, the thing that makes you who you are, is your beliefs. Is what you stand for. It's what you're willing to go all out for. And it's if you are wrong, if you do something that you know is not out of love, right? It's not out of righteousness. It's not what God would want you to do. Then you be a man enough to say to yourself in the mirror, yeah, I could deal with that better next time. Yeah, I probably could have just said this or did that and avoided that. Yeah, you know what? The boss move would have been this right here. Oh, that's what a boss does. That's what a real one do. You boil yourself up. That's all. You know what I'm saying? He said podcast. Yeah, this is our podcast for now, but we got one coming. I know we need the official tissue. King Kid says 100s. He says, you think I'm playing till you lying somewhere in a junkyard decaying. Who said that? Did I say that? He said, I never understood hate for no reason. Hey, it's not for no reason, brother. You know, people got a lot of demons that they fight, man. You know what I'm saying? People got a lot of things that's going on inside them that have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they manifest themselves. And sometimes even though it rears its ugly head and you like, what the fuck? And you react to it in a negative way, you know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, in Islam, that's why in different religions, they give you the blueprint and tell you the way that you're supposed to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Now, is it always easy to do that? If it was, then, you know, we wouldn't be human beings if everything was always easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not always easy, you know? But the truth of it is, there is a way. You know what I'm saying? He said, love for boomerang effect. He said, I'm from Jersey. You from Bergen County. Stop acting tough, my guy. Okay, brother. I'm sorry if I'm acting tough to you, okay? I thought I just said something about love and Muslim and being a stand-up man of God, but that means tough. Don't know what that means, brother. And by the way, shout out to Inglewood, New Jersey, 4th Ward, Lafayette Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, J. Kells. Rest in peace, J. Hood. Rest in peace, Whip Wop. Rest in peace, Philip Pinnell. You know what I'm saying? Free the guys. You know, I don't know what these people be talking about or trying to make it sound like there's something less serious about doing life in jail because you're from Bergen County. How is it something less serious if you're not alive anymore? If you're someplace, there's someplace, like as if, oh, it's not tough enough there. More people need to die, right? More people need to be going to jail. Okay. But anyway, shout out to everybody that's been tapped in. The Afro Jones album is out right now. And the video for that is actually shot in my second hood, which is Harlem, New York, which is 143rd and 8th Avenue, which is the Wolf Block, okay? Where we brought Afro dancers to the block to dance with the fiends. I don't know what more, you need, okay? We got exotic chicks and fiends dancing together, all right? So make sure you tap in to the Afro Jones video when it drops, you know what I'm saying? He said, Jones, you are better than this, bro. What am I better than, brother? Help me know. Am I better than talking to thousands of people on my platform that is monetized so that I can use my adventures and life stories to benefit and educate? I'm better than that? I didn't know I was better than that. I thought that's what I'm supposed to be doing. He said, I'm from Plainfield, Jones. People think it's sweet here too, but since I reopened, since I repented, it don't matter no more. Let them front. Respect, Jay. You know what I'm saying? That's what this whole live is about right here, brother. You know what I'm saying? This whole live is about, man, we supposed to be men of principle, you know what I'm saying, men of God, etc. So it's not always gonna be easy, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I react in a way that's, you know what I mean, that's more of a wolf than a Muslim, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean that's the right thing to do? No. That's what that's about. But as they say, judge not lest you be judged first. So a lot of people that think they have a position to judge, you know what I'm saying? He said, I'm from Philly. He said, if you look up Afro Jones, he was a video game fighter and he ain't getting, okay, that's cool. Love you, Jones, no homo. I love you too, brother. I love you too, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? The love, the hate, the energy, all of it. You know what I'm saying? This shit sharpens and crystallizes me and my mind. And it actually has been one of the best tools that I've had to use at my disposal in recent terms, which is this platform right here. This camera right here. Turning this on and just talking to you in the comfort of my own home has literally taken over the internet at this point. We're getting hundreds and thousands of views, thousands of subscribers weekly, and literally after I turn this off, they're probably gonna tell me on the algorithm counter that it's probably about 8,000 people came through this live. So I mean, this is literally, you know, he said, respectfully working. Respectfully, I mean, I don't know what more work, you know? This is work, bro. And I'm like, I'm showing I'm being consistent, you know what I'm saying? And I told my game that before. I said, you know what, baby? This shit is actually like, this shit is working. I'm gonna just keep turning this shit on and popping it because I'm getting paid. It was that simple to me, you know what I'm saying? He said, every time he got something to say, it's an event. Salute, man. Damn, that sounds fire. I like that. Can I keep that? Can I keep that one? I like that. Every time he has something to say, it's an event. You might have just made my morning with that one. Thank you. Thank you. So at least I know I'm not bugging, right? At least I know I'm not on the wrong page. At least I know that the work I'm doing here is appreciated by somebody, right? Miss Michelle says, hey, handsome, how's your day? It's a good one, Dad. It's a good one day. It's a good day, love. Appreciate you. He said, bro, you looking washed out here to the fans? What fans? Not the thousands of people that's in his lives. Clearly can't be them, right? And I don't know what's washed about, you know, just having a nice, comfortable life. But thank you. Afro Jones out in China right now. You hear what they saying? Watch where? Afro Jones in China right now. South Africa's been in here so far. The UK, Ukraine, Australia. Wait. You know, I like to troll you trolls back, that's all. He says, I've been watching you for years. I appreciate that, love. He says, because you used to drop bars. Because you used to drop bars. Oh, yeah, you know, we always drop bars. He says, do you still talk to Brolic and Small World, label mate? Salute to Brolic. I just spoke to Brolic recently. You know what I mean? He's still doing his thing. Brolic a hustler. You know what I'm saying? He says, always felt like you didn't go mainstream because you wasn't with that funny industry activity. Bro. See, now y'all always say this shit that hit home and try to make me emotional towards the end. It's like, damn, bro. Yeah, though. Yeah, though. Period. The same reason why the battle rap mainstream thing is they want you to be with the funny weirdness. It's just a different kind. He said, this is a fact, huh? Yeah, man. He said, Jones been in his bag. Salute. He says, nice view. Are you in China? No, I'm in Jersey. He says, that's the goal, a comfortable life, ignoring outside noise. That's all. And honestly, I wouldn't even be doing this, y'all. I would just be living my life and focusing on my game if it wasn't for the fact that I already have the platform, right? We already got the network. I already lived all these stories. This is all free game. Why not get paid off my own pain? Why not get paid off my own experiences? Why not get paid off being able to drop jewels and things that can actually help save lives? Why not get paid off of your own self-reflections? Why not get paid off the work that you already did to build an international name, to even have people from all over the world tapping in with you? Why not get paid off that? He said, I call you the Billy Goat. Hey, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? He said, quote, why man, why not get paid off my own pain? You feel me? Like, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? He said, Jones, the people been supporting the real one. That's you. Salute, brother. I appreciate it. Music One says you definitely deserve it. Thank you, brother. I'm trying to read some of y'all comments before I get out of here, bro. He said, Jones where he's supposed to be. Inshallah, man. Inshallah. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like everything that's been happening is what's been supposed to happen. Except for like one or two things recently. You know what I'm saying? But everything been, it feels like what it's supposed to be doing. That's why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? It feels organic. I'm not forcing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just me chopping it, popping it, jokes, trolling, game, life. I got all that. You know what I mean? So we good. You feel me? We cooking with fish grease. He said, facts, Jones. I know it, my guy. I know. Music says, the GOAT. Jones, can you clarify if the Quran talk about marrying a pre-tween? Okay, I assume that you're trying to get at the Prophet Muhammad by that, so I'm not going to dignify that. But at that time in the world, that was definitely a thing for a kid to be betrothed to somebody, because it was a lot more about more than physicality. It wasn't really about sex and things like that. It was about lineage. Yo, your daughter's going to marry such and such. Yeah, she's only 6, but she's already betrothed to somebody, right? It was a different time and a different era, bro. You can't like quantify that, but if you do the homework on it, at that time there were all types of like reports of like that was a normal thing for a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old to get married to somebody, you know? And that's crazy to me as a father of a 9-year-old girl to even envision that. That's scary to me as hell. But, you know, that's what was going on in the world at that time, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, Mr. Happy People. You need to live up to your name, Happy People. You don't seem too happy. So I'm going to put you in timeout for a second, all right? Till you get happy, all right? He said, doing the nice thing for no reward. Yeah, like that's sometimes how it feels, right? But you know what the reward is? It ain't doing a nice thing. It's doing the right thing. Because you know why? You going to be able to sleep better. You know why? You going to know that you ain't did no sucker shit. You going to know, hey, I did my best. I did everything I could do to make that shit what it's supposed to be. Then it's on somebody else, or it's on the universe, or it's on the law. But you just do your best and forget the rest. That's the thing. People don't do their best. Then they expect the result of like it's supposed to be good. When it's like, bro, you ain't give your all. Give your all and don't look back. And that's what you're supposed to do. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing with my name. That's what I'm doing with my brand. I'm going to give my all. I'm going to bust my, you know what I mean? I'm going to bust my gun. And God willing, the rewards are what they've been, right? I'm reaping the fruit of my labor. Pause. You know what I'm saying? He says, Serius the OG, hope all is well. Yeah, everything's blessed, man. He says, Twin KT says, keep rocking with the content, 100. Yeah, man, we being consistent, man. He said, Jones, not gonna lie. Okay. Is Moonface still around? He was a funny guy. Shout out to Moonface. Yeah, he's OG Moon now. Moon was just body slamming people and had all type of stuff going on a few years ago. He says, I'm here to support you, bro. Melzino says, one love. I appreciate you, Melzino. He says, battle rappers not talking about this. Give Jones his respect. Why would they talk about this? Why would they talk about, oh, Jones is actually over here doing his own thing, taking over the world? Why would, they don't even want to acknowledge that I'm nice. They don't even want to acknowledge that they grew up watching me on YouTube and MTV. They had cable. They had them DVDs that I was on. They seen their older brothers and cousins and everybody else watching me in the barbershop and everything else. They know it. Why you think they don't want to admit it? Because guess what? For real ones, we get inspired. I'm going to leave y'all on this note. For real ones, we get inspired when we see someone else doing their thing. That's why when y'all see me, what was I? Looking like a goofy because I was hyped that a nigga that was supposed to be my man's was doing well. To the point where niggas like, look at Jones acting all extra. I was naturally feeling extra. Out of what? Love. This is why I'm some game. Because love it ain't always supposed to move you. You supposed to know better. And that's why players fuck up. Players fuck up. Peas ain't perfect. So, okay, I showed love. Usually I make mistakes out of love if I do make a mistake, which I don't do very often. You know what I'm saying? He said, they are the fools, pity them. Yeah, I mean, hey, he said, real inspires real. Right. He said, no bullshit. You was the first motherfucker repping Dirty Jersey. Salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like when I'm showing love and I get met by the hatred, when I get met by that little underlying, I don't know, Jones, that shit, it damn near does irk me. It does damn near make me be on some, man, what? It's when the wolf come out the bad way. But I'm not here to be the big bad wolf. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help some people. I'm here to shed some light. We gonna talk to these kids. We gonna go to these jails. We gonna make sure that we actually shedding good game. The Art of Word War, the book is out right now, where we breaking down the history and what this culture is supposed to be about. Right? What the essence of this shit was about before it was all this other nonsense. That's what I want to stay on, that frequency. And it's actually disappointing to me when I'm putting my best foot forward and I'm doing my best to keep it, you know, a gentlemanly player brand, and just the nature of the battle rap world just pulls you into all type of fuckery. That's the way it is now. That's what we're addressing today. And that's what this story, hopefully that you absorb the gems and the jewels that I've been dropping and popping. Hopefully you understand when I say wolf love, it's always the best way, because if you get consumed, you'll get consumed by that negativity. Someone else not doing what they supposed to do will affect you. When instead of just saying, hey, I want all my blessings, that's on you if you a sucker. Hey, God bless you, man. You know what I'm saying? Or deal with them this way. Hey, you all right, man? I could have pulled boy to the side and said, yo, bro, what's up? What's really going on? Why you keep Right? I could have did that, right? Okay. You know what I mean? I'm man enough to realize. He said, thank you, Jones. He said, speak that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that you doing more numbers than some of your non-supporters have been using this platform. Hey, love, you know what I'm saying? What God wants for good. What they want for evil, God use for good. You know what I'm saying? He says, can't let the busters block your blessings. 100. Yeah, Jones, how does it feel when Mook hit you with that fatality in Fight Club? See, that's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. We ain't battling Fight Club. And this is the irony that I was trying to tell y'all niggas before. All of these people that you naming, Mook, Lux, Rex, Hollow, Arsenal, they was all in Fight Club. Why was I the only nigga that was the king of Fight Club? Why was I the only nigga that won 12 times in a row in Fight Club? Why was I the nigga that got to be on MTV every day for 3 or 4 years to 80 million homes? Yeah, they all was there. I'll wait. You know why? Because they had judges back then. You know why? You couldn't just skate past in battle rap being somebody that just uses opinions. It was whether or not you won or lose. Yeah, these new platforms, they don't say who won or lose, right? So anyone can be the guy, right? But when they said who won or lose, who was the guy that won 13 times in a row? None of these niggas even won 3 or 4 times in a row. So how the fuck could they be on the same level? All right. All right. All right. You know what I mean? That's all that is. He says, I just watched Cap's interview. I always said you got robbed in the nitty battle. URL did not want you to get that 100K. I do think you be bugging sometimes, but I gotta keep it 100. Hey, man, you know, it's entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be popping shit with y'all. You know what I mean? But when y'all see me yell like that or something, like, you know what I mean? I'm just going in with the punches for the content, bro. Don't get it fucked up. And if I do be bugging sometimes, you seen what I just said. I'm bugging on people that's coming at me. I'm bugging on people that's trying to play with my name. I don't jump out the window and bother people. I don't be talking about people until they do something or talk something about me. Right or wrong. He said, I meant on URL. Okay, cool. It says self-awareness, self-control, self-centered ace on soul. Hey, Mook, Lux, and Rex, and get it. Well, John, we're not talking about battle rap, brother. Okay? We're talking about life. Okay? We're talking about life here, brother. Some of y'all are lost in that battle rap world where y'all think that's what matters. I'm in real life, bro. I ain't no rapping ass nigga, bro. I just can rap. I'm a real one, brother. We not in the same bracket, but you is square, so you would know that. But anyway, he says Muslims are peaceful, not soft. Thank you. Thank you. When you were down, they were happy because you were out of the way fighting cases. They thought you wasn't coming back. Now you back. I'm telling you, bro. I was just stressing, thinking about how I'm going to. Y'all got eyes. Y'all got eyes. So I'm glad y'all see what it is. I'm glad y'all see where I'm at. I'm glad y'all see where we at, right? So we on the right path. So Afro Jones out right now, G.I. Jones out right now, Meet the Wolf out right now, the Art of Word War book out right now. All right, subscribe, like, comment, make sure you share it, all right? And we've been doing crazy numbers, but I want to do our comments and our interaction afterwards. We need to do better with. Go to the video on YouTube and like a comment on it if you like the video. You know what I'm saying? If you liked it, if you learned something, let us know what you learned. You know what I'm saying? Say it in the comments. Let other people know, right? That's the only way we're going to build this, right? So I appreciate y'all that's been locking in, tapping in. You know what I'm saying? This is organic. You know what I mean? He says, and I heard you. Keep the comment coming, brother. Fire emojis 100. I will, brother. He says, we not tripping off that. Stefan, that wasn't nothing. All right, get my money. Yes, sir. Go get that money. He said, my boy Jones is living life right now, and y'all hating on the boy. It's all good, man. It's love, too, as you can see. And the love overpowers the hate, man. We going to stay in the light. We going to stay in the light on this side. You know what I'm saying? And whatever ain't for me, it ain't for me. But God bless, man. Y'all stay up.